Alright guys, it's a little bit windy out here, but I figured I'd go ahead and show strapping and tarping a load. That's the truck there, gear grinders. So what we're going to be doing today is just one of my standard loads I pick up on Fridays. I pick it up out of Pennsylvania. They normally go over to Minnesota. I'm starting up in Duluth, all the way up there, and I'll end up in Minneapolis. It's not the best paying load, but it's every single week, almost every single week, you know, when I get out here. And you know, what's nice is it takes me right past my house, so I can do my 34 and then and get rolling. So let me see if I can get the load on here. So, you know, we got the 40-footer out here, and it's a multi-stop load every single week. I get kind of used to it. It's not a big deal, but that's it, you know. So let's see what it looks like tarping up. All right, now the fun part. Now we get to tarp it. It's cold. It's a little bit windy. Not too bad because there's a big hill acting as a wind block, so it shouldn't be too bad to tarp this guy. It's not like I'm trying to fold him up. I'm going about 38 feet, so I'm gonna need both big 24-foot tarps, and you know, let's see how it goes. We got it tarped up here. The ass end of it, I'd have to lift that up and try to get a tarp under it, but you know, it's not imperative on this load, not with that specific item. If you guys are new to tarping, whatever, you always start in the back tarp, because when you have this lip over here, you know, if I was going this direction, the wind obviously can catch that and lift it up. So you want to make sure you're tarping back to front. If you guys watch the video, you'll notice I lay out my tarps and I put bungees at all four corners. And it lets me see how the tarp's hanging, any adjustments I need, and then the tarp's tight. And then you saw that I can tuck up the F6 tarp up underneath it, so you can see it's all just rolled up in there. Up here on the corners, you know, you can see it's nice and straight, or pretty nice and straight. I take the corners and I flap them back, and I throw some bungees on the outside to keep it from stopping. If you're wondering what the hell that thing is, yeah, it's just an airfoil. I was carrying a large load right before I got here, so I can stand the thing up. And then I have the brackets up there where I'm going to go ahead and lay it down, and I'll do a quick shot of it in just a second. So here's the rest of the rig. Yeah, it's a cabin chassis. No, I'm not completely set up. I put this thing on the road in January and last year, and it was, you know, 15-18 degrees, and I'm outside trying to get this thing done, and I just kind of said screw it, and I had to run because I was off for a couple months unexpectedly, and you know, didn't get it all done. I need to get a real tire rack, and it needs a bath. It's been dirty out here in Pennsylvania. The brush guard, I got another video where I kind of threw the brush guard on. You know, that's the bull bar, whatever you want to call these things up here. But it had a big wire mesh all through here that I actually had to knock out because it was blocking too much airflow, and that caused some issues. I'm actually thinking about changing that front grill because of these guys right here. They block so much airflow, and it's not a big deal, except when I'm, you know, hauling something that's 17,000 pounds and I'm going up the mountains. You start getting those long grades, and especially if it's tall and whatever, you know, it'd be nice to have just a little bit more airflow. So all right guys, that's it. I'll do one shot with this thing down. Sorry for jumping all over the place. I'm still a rookie at all this, you know, YouTube crap. Not crap, the glorious thing that is YouTube. And yeah, so just give me a second. What's that? This or that? I started making YouTube videos and I just started, and so I haven't, it's just been me lecturing, you know, talking, and people like to see shit. So this is the first time I did a load. I mean, I'm actually recording right now, so smile, hey. I'll cut that out. Because my kid liked to see it initially on, and then other people were like, hey, you seem to know a lot about the business, and people said, why don't you do this? And so last week I fired up my, you know, I started recording and started putting some stuff out there. So, so yeah. How long have you been doing this? Is that you, or are you driving for somebody?
I'm driving for my kid, man.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for, it'll be 3 years this coming May.
Here, hold on. Do you mind? Because this actually be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll put you on camera here. I'll edit it. It'll make it look good. Yeah, regular speed. Shit, let's just do this. It doesn't matter. I ain't never done an interview before. No, but I love talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun. So you've been running with your kid or for your kid?
Yeah, running from a kid, and you know, he wanted to get into this kind of stuff, and I've never done hotshotting before. I'm retired from trucking, you know.
Flatbed driving?
Chemical tankers.
Chemicals, okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's a little different.
I retired back in 2020, and unfortunately, he let me stay retired for 4 months, you know.
Well, you were getting bored anyway, right?
I was getting bored, yeah, you know, and I didn't want to go back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
So this came along. He was into it already,
Yeah.
had his brother-in-law doing it for him.
Okay.
But
Was he in a truck, your son?
No, he's
Okay.
a detective.
Okay,
You know,
all right, so
just
he's got
got
trucks, he's
into
putting
it,
drivers
you
in,
know,
okay.
influence from other guys.
Sure.
You know, so, and he wanted me to come out and give him a hand, share my experience. You
Yeah.
know, I said, well, I didn't know anything about, you know, hotshotting, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So I got into it. I did flatbed work many years ago, so that's basic.
It's comparable.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just LTL trucks. We're just little guys.
Yeah, so, but I like it. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Well, that was cool. I don't know if any of it's going to come out, but you know, this is what I did. You know, before I started doing this video stuff, I just talked to people. You know, and that's how I got a lot of the information, the real information out there. You know, you have YouTube University and Facebook and all that good stuff, but talking to people, and unfortunately, it's hard to talk to people until you're actually out on the road. So, anyway, let me finish dropping this this foil down, and I'll give you one look at it, guys. Maybe 2 looks. That dude's got a nice stereo in his truck. He's thumping. Not today, but I've seen him out here before, especially when it's nice outside. He's got a party going on in there. I shouldn't swear. But anyway, you can see when it's collapsed, it doesn't block the wind. It just kind of rolls over. You know, it works out well. So anyway, guys,